Hello, Dragons. Welcome to the channel. I apologize, it's a little quieter. I just through one of those old videos. Wasn't really happy with the volume on the booster packs, which are quite obnoxious to open and listen to, and everything else. So I tried to tune down my mic settings a little bit, so hopefully they're not so loud. Sir Ginger and I would like to thank you for joining us in this video series. We're opening up a booster case full of Magic the Gathering March of the Machines. This was a user submitted request as something we could open up to have some fun with, get some value. We've opened up 5 of our 6 boxes, and if you can see that, we've been trying to run the scanning app. It hasn't been cooperating super great, but that's what we're at right now. In that, like I said, we have passed the point of making this well worth it, and this box is basically probably going to be all profit. So, we're super happy with the way this turned out, and we have some other content. I do have two cases of different sets now left. Open, so we will see what we can get out of those. Hopefully I can maybe try to figure out a way to do this to be a tad less annoying, but I mean, it is a plastic wrapper getting ripped open, so I hate tearing into that, and I'm sorry once again, but we're going to see what we can get out of this pack, or this case rather. Finish this off hopefully with a bang. This is our last box. Only scanning the rares, and if you're wondering why, because thumbing through all these cards, I'm sure there's probably people at home that are tuning into this and they're probably sitting there screaming about how much of a fool we are, and why didn't Sir Ginger stop me. In that rare, or not that rare, but that that common that I've thumbed past is like $2, and there's probably quite a bit of those, so 59 cents. So we will be going back and cataloging all of the commons and uncommons eventually, I promise. I just needed to get these rares listed ASAP, because we're trying to get up to that magical level 4 to where we can start selling all kinds of things and offering shipping discounts, and in theory be able to raise our prices a bit from the TCG low that's required to slam out sales, unfortunately. There's a nice little rare that almost covered the cost of the pack. $280 still. Cool. Put them up there. First rare of the day that was worth keeping. I mean, they're all worth keeping because somebody somewhere will probably buy that. But, in the meantime, we're going to have to sit on, I don't even know, hundreds, probably getting close to 1,000 of these little $1 or less rares that I'm just going to have level 4 to sell. What is that? Yargle and Multani. I think it's a rare. I can hardly see the symbol. Let's go ahead and scan it. Let's see what we got. The only thing the scanner loves more than that. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. This is always great. 45 cents. Okay, it wasn't that hard. It loves those stained glass cards. It cannot scan them at all. It hates foils. It hates stained glass. It hates battle, which we just got. Another battle. Teferi, come on Teferi, please cooperate. There we go, 178. He's close enough to 2. We're going to throw him up there as a sellable rare. Alright. 11 cents. Okay. That's bulk rare for days, man. Bulk rare for days. Okay. Alright, we're going to try this. I'm looking at my level here, and it's like only in the yellow, so if it's still too loud, sorry about that. I will try and find a sweet spot for booster box openings one day. So I do appreciate any kind of feedback. Not feedback for the sound for you to listen to. I don't want that, but I appreciate feedback from you folks that do stumble across my channel. Help me build this channel and this community. I would like to build up the Dragon Nation. I have an EDH playlist planned. As soon as I get caught up on inventory, we went and sold really fast, which is why I'm like, hey, as soon as I hit about 50 sales, I'm gonna start cranking the price up because it's going fast enough. I don't care. But we're just trying to get over that hump real quick. But as soon as I get caught up, we're going to be putting out some different content. $10. All right. I might even just try and put some of these. I might just put my collection up at market for a few days anyway, just to see. Since I am about halfway to level 4, just trying to get back even more value out of these cards. I don't know. We'll see. It's so rough. They make it so rough. Whether it's eBay or Etsy or whatever, it's pretty terrible to try and get started doing stuff online. But once if you hang in there, it'll come. You just gotta keep doing that chugging along thing. What was that song, Running Up That Hill? We run up that hill. That's what you gotta do, I suppose. Alright. Doopa 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 doopa. Even those full lands are something that I could post once I was level 4. Ooh, that one was pretty easy to rip open. I don't know, sometimes when I get those really easy ones, it makes me paranoid that they were repacks, because some people say that, but I don't know. I make sure to get them from people that are pretty reputable with the sales rep, and you know, that they focus on selling sealed product, which they sell so much sealed product, it's like that's how they make their money. And some of these boxes, like in this case, was like, you know, $200. The one box was like $200. It's like I'd be shocked that they were doing repacks. 20,000 5-star feedback, $200 boxes in the case. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think that's one of those things. It's like, ooh, $5.46. What is this? Fire Main Commando. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. Oh, that'd be nice with attacks with 2 or more creatures. They draw a card if none of those creatures attacked you. That's the kind of thing that would be cool in like a Kalia EDH, which back in the day when I played, that was one of my favorite commanders. I actually had that deck set aside and I would play it like one time in a game session. Most of the time it would be if I lost a couple and just really wanted to get a win back. And basically she's a deck that, if you know what Kalia the Vast is, she's a commander. When she attacks, you can put an angel, dragon, or a demon onto the field tapped and attacking with her. So she summons stupid free creatures in, and the games with her as the commander get unwinnable really, really fast. And there's a couple cheesy combos that instant kill people too. So she's not a class favorite. A lot of people see you playing that deck, and if you're in a pod, they will gang up on you. So that's why, like I said, even though she was cool, I'm probably never going to rebuild her again. Just because that's a lot of salt and aggro that comes your way. People do not like to lose in this game. Here's another bulk rare. I mean, who does? But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a game. Which is one of the reasons why I'm like, I put it aside. I had to sell my cards because of the situation I was in. But I don't know. Competitive Magic really kind of like killed this game for me. People were just so serious, and they get so upset when they lose. I did start going to F&M. My one local store plays Modern, so I have a Modern Burn, which is interesting because I ironically absolutely hate Burn. I just built it because it was like the cheapest way to get into Modern. I would like to probably do like Pioneer or something again, which there is a store that's a lot closer that does Pioneer on a regular basis. So we'll see how those new formats play out. I'm not really sure if my thought process is right on it, but you know, back when I played, I quit before COVID, which everybody probably had to quit playing because of COVID anyway. Sorry, is that still banned on here? My bad. The virus, I guess, is that what we call it. But anyhow, everybody quit playing around that time period. Anyhow, and I think people stayed home, and then when they got back into it after that time period, you know, they were like, hey man, I don't want to keep spending all this money, and I have this huge pile of cards, like 20 years of Magic cards, like what can we play? And then it just seems like a lot more people focus on like the Modern and the Legacy than run the Standard, which is very interesting. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just like what in my local area and the couple counties that I drive into to play Magic, people just don't really play Standard. They play those Legacy. They play the Pioneer, which is like the newest one, which I don't really know that much about. Oh, hey, we broke $4. We got City on Fire. Why they play like that the Legacy. So I don't know. I'd like to check out Pioneer because I do like a lot of the older cards, and that's why I've kind of had fun going through these boxes because they mix in some of these older cards. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that guy. I used to play with Old Shieldred. People loved that. And it's just kind of cool from like a nostalgia point of view. And, you know, I don't know what's going to sell from these packs. But, you know, hey, so far I've been pretty pleased with the results. We'll keep chugging along, and you know, I'm pretty confident that I'll, at the bare minimum, break even pretty quickly. It's just the getting the profit cards sold really needs a bit more finagling, finesse, and patience. Like a 37-cent card is going to take a lot longer to move than the $20 Shieldred. What we got here? Oh, I don't know which video it was, but I was just talking about this chick. She was actually one of the cards. I think it was art. But, yeah. I was actually looking at maybe making an EDH deck with her and Abzan. 260. So, I mean, she's on the list of potential brews. There will be a EDH, like, community brewing type think tank playlist, deck building, because Commander is my favorite format to play. And it goes back to that that legacy mindset of, well, like, I don't know. It's one thing to be like, I don't know, 18, 20 years old or whatever, and you can just go, you know, you live at home or whatever, and you just spend your money on Magic cards, and it's whatever. But once you get into, oh, you have kids or, you know, child support or blah, 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 you know, it's a lot harder to spend a bunch of money on a hobby. So you kind of have to do what you can do. So that's why I like it, because you can build up the deck, and then once you build the commander deck, or you buy the pre-con, once you have that, you're done. There's no, oh, well, it rotates out, and then we have to keep putting more money into it. I mean, you can have upgrades and stuff, but $249. It doesn't. It's not required. $728 for old Warniclex. Nice. And I will say, like, if you haven't played Commander, it is a little different. There is some more rules than standard Magic, and it's kind of odd to get used to having the one of each card in a deck, and how the life totals works and how the commander works and stuff. But it is a lot of fun, and they do have entry level. I mean, I call them entry level, but quite frankly, they're called pre-cons. You know, if you go to your local, hell, you can go to Walmart, you can go to a local game store. You should go to your local game store always. Always try and spend as much money as you can at a local game store. Their prices are a little higher than online most of the time, but you know, that's where you play. So, like, if you don't give them money, they can't stay open, and then you don't have anywhere to play. So you can buy all the cheap cards you want, but if you have nowhere to play, then it doesn't matter. So you have to give them money. And no, I don't have a brick and mortar LGS, so I have no vested interest in saying that. I'm just saying that's the way it is. But they do have those, and they are pretty. They're pretty decent, you know. I got the Strixhaven Life Gain, Life Loss counter deck. I don't remember, it was like School Mages or something. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but I played it a couple times so far with my brother-in-law against his Eldrazi deck, and it's only one of the games didn't win very easily, but it's done really well. And I'm actually really surprised at how well put together the deck is for just being a pre-con that you can buy off the shelf at Walmart or whatever. And they're actually super, 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 I don't know, shocked is almost the word I would use. And you get your value in cards. I mean, you get stuff like Soul Ring and everything else in there, so I mean, it's worth it. But, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I haven't seen this one yet, I don't think. Slumbering Isle, let's see what we got here. Okay, 107, bam. Well, wasn't really worth anything. Ooh, 919, that was a good rip. Ocelot the Shattered Spire, 2-drop, legendary artifact. If one of our counters, you put an artifact you control, put that one +1, put one counter, cycling 2. That's one of those cards I'd love to play in like Commander or whatever. But sadly, because it's like, you know, you're trying to run a store and stuff at the same time, is you kind of have to sell everything. I have two types of cards. I have the stuff I buy myself, anything I buy for an EDH deck, or the bulk bin at my local game store, or when I get my fat packs, or I mean, I guess they're called bundles now. That's my personal collection, not for sale ever. $3 card. Oh, there we go. That's a nice little mythic. But then all this stuff that, you know, these booster cases and stuff, unfortunately, is like, that's not personal collection. That's store inventory. So that's never gonna get probably played with ever. I might buy it from the store maybe one day. We'll see. That might be a thing. Actually, I think that will be a thing. I'll just buy it for myself, and then, you know, the company can get some money, and then I get the card with no fee. So we won't go too crazy with that, because I feel like that's, you know, like I said in a previous video, you can't get high on your own supply type thing. So have to be careful with that. Most of the stuff has to just be straight up for sale all the time. But might eventually one day have a few cards get slipped into the old personal binder. we'll see how things go. So far, the store's going pretty good. Actually, any day we should be level 2 on TCG Player. To be honest, I think like any day we should be level 3. Because we've done a total of 25 sales since we started this channel and this journey on TCG Player of getting back into Magic to hopefully run a functional shop. 1356 for this invasion. Nice. But so we're doing what we can, and I'm pretty happy with it. So it's not extra work because I already had a company I was running anyway. You know, so it was a lot of extra work. And you know, then my wife and I started a craft / woodworking business too. So it's like we're kind of like running 3 companies. It's starting to settle down though. It's just that startup for anything is really, it's a lot of work just to start up one, let alone trying to start up 2 while you already run a company. But the rewards of doing that kind of stuff are, is it worth it? I don't know. I guess to own your own things, your own companies. There's something to be said about not having to work for somebody. Be the master of your own destiny and all that stuff. It is a lot more stress. But I think it's worth it because I don't really like being an employee somewhere and having people tell me what to do. I really don't like other people being in control of my fate and my livelihood. I like to steer the ship, so to speak, but it is a lot of stress. So doesn't matter what business you want to be, a painter, pest control, magic card seller, want to go mow lawns, power washing, whatever. There's a lot of people who do this and that on TikTok. I can tell you it's not easy. Oh, I'm going to make $20,000 a month selling Pokemon cards. This is how I did it now. Nope, it's not easy. No matter what you choose in life to pursue, it's a lot of work. Don't let anybody fool you. There is this saying that goes, don't compare, don't compare your result to someone else's, because you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Life and business and stuff is a journey, and it takes a while, and you don't see the blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, even in a famous PewDiePie or whoever, pick your Mr. Beast guy, they spend a lot of time, a lot of sleepless nights getting their empires built up. And no, it's not just like an easy thing, and don't let anybody kid you. Pick your venture, it's not easy. But it's kind of sort of worth it. Probably. I don't know. It takes a certain individual to want to run something. But if you're something you've been thinking about doing, kicking it around, make it happen, man. Like that, you and the cat make it happen. Get like a bowl of Captain Crunch and get going, man. Just do it. Because it's better to do something that you love and have some fun and fail doing it than to never do anything at all. What's that saying? It's better to have loved and lost than to never loved at all type thing. So I don't know what this guy is. Oh, we got 386. Oh, I see this one. This was a nice pack. I don't know what this thing is. This is one of those deals where I'm like, hey man, I really want to keep this. I have so much money out of this pack. It's like $10 for 2 cards, and then, I don't know, we got some cool art goat thing going on here. What is this guy? He's a cat beast? I don't know. It's like Cat Dog. Anybody watch Cat Dog back in the day at Nickelodeon? I don't know, man. 57 cents. Too bad. Cat Dog. Your art was really cool. What does he do? Companion. Each creature in your deck starting deck is a cat. Oh, it's Nightmare and Beast card. That's a cat. Hey, that's cool. I mean, that's something I'd play, man, like whatever. But it wasn't really worth a lot of money. But, that's the kind of thing where I'm like, Yeah, I don't know. Stuff might go in my binder. It was a 57-cent card. I got $10 out of the pack. I don't know. I could see that happening one day after the sales come in, and it's like, I don't know. It's been on for sale for TCG Player for a couple of years. I'll just go ahead and buy it from the store. You know, keep building my collection a little bit here and there. What do we got here? Nothing. We got. What is that called? 5-color Lara? Like, I don't know. I know, like, Child of Lara was a commander. 5 colors. I also got Slivers and Scarecrows. And I think Dragon. I'm sure there's probably been quite a few in the multiple color, every color thing. You know, this is the last pack. You know, hopefully this is a huge bang that we end this on. Like I said, it was 6 videos. I really appreciate you watching it. We're super happy. We really want to thank. I keep calling him Derek. I don't know. I really hope that's what his name. It says like Derek or Barrick. I'm sorry. I looked at the quote or I looked at the comment. I get distracted really easily. All right, let's see what we got. What is this? Legacy. Oh, come on. Apparently Legacy Weapon doesn't want to... Legacy Weapon does not want to scan, man. It's like, that's not worth anything. 77 cents. Okay. Wasn't that much of a Legacy Weapon. I feel like she's been a guest on this channel. Yep, she was a guest on this channel. She goes in the bulk pile. Okay, I got Jury Duty. Ooh, that Angel I was considering making as a commander. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Well, that was that. So, that is the whole shebackle. That's all she wrote, man. That is like, almost like Murder, She Wrote. You know, it's all she wrote. That's 145. I think this was bulk. Not great. What we got here? 18 cents. Yep. Should be bulk. So, yeah. No, that was a really, really nice case. This last box wasn't super great. I mean, you know, that's the only pile of. I mean, some of these dudes were being generous. Seems like $1.45, but these are the dudes who we rounded up a little bit. Only 1 or 2 of them here and there throughout the video series. All the rest of them, it's like I separated the stacks, which I'm going to go grab those real quick. Oops. So we got our piles, and we got our stack, $2 or more. You know, there were some really nice drops in here. A lot of children, $20 a piece, and then there's that dinosaur dude. Holy cow, that dinosaur guy, man. $19 per dinosaur guy. But yeah, this is the pile of sub $2 cards. Almost all of them are like under $1. And like I previously mentioned, as you can see, some of the quality on these cards, you know, like there's some chips and stuff. They're not. That's why like they started grading cards less than near mint, because the quality control of the Wizards. You know, after that time period, I guess we'll try and refer to it as that, just in case YouTube censors that word again. You know, their quality control, their materials just seem to have gone downhill. So, you know, but that's okay, because that's the way it is. So the total for the scan rares is $815.54. Super happy with that. And we will be posting these up and adding up some different. We're going to be doing a new content stream. I'm not going to wait too much longer to do a unboxing, because I do have those 23 pounds of Magic cards that I am super excited to dig into and see what that has in store for us. In the meantime, I'm going to post these up, trying to get up some Magic Arena footage. I really appreciate you, joining us. Be sure to hit that like or tap that like button. And, as always, remember, be nice.